Hello, this is the afternoon after my fourth ketamine treatment, and I'm doing great. Last night was so rough, so not good. Last night I was very nauseous, very dizzy, lightheaded. Today I was still like, it's probably about 2 hours after my treatment right now, and I I'm just kind of getting over the dizziness part of it. Like, yeah, not feeling like 100%, but I feel fine physically. I just ate a cheeseburger and french fries. It was so good. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. I want to say a lot more grounded, a lot more, I just like not worried, I think is the best way to describe it. I don't have like a lot of lingering fear and stuff like that. We'll see how I sleep tonight though. I'm looking forward to that. But I feel good. Really not much else to report. The drive home was fine. Yeah. I woke up from this one feeling very at peace. I was like very like at peace. I was very thankful to God. Yeah. Whew. It feels good. So I didn't really report out on what I saw in my journey yesterday. I definitely was way more disconnected yesterday afternoon. I got a higher dose, which totally checked me out. Everything was like in constant movement. I think most of what I've seen has been like constantly moving, but I just felt like I was like, I don't know. I remember seeing yesterday like basically ruins, like broken down ruins with an archway that curves. You can't see what I'm doing with my hand. It like curves like this. Curved like stone, moss growing on them. And it was just like moving through the dirt. Like it was just like, when you drag something through the dirt, it leaves like a mark in it, right? Like kicks up some of the dirt in some places. And that's what it was doing. It was like constantly moving. And that's the bulk of what I remember feeling or seeing. And at one point I was just like completely gone, couldn't feel anything in my body. And I didn't try to fight it either. Because sometimes my mind will, like in the first two, I was like, hey, can I feel my fingers? Can I wiggle my toes? Do I know where I am? And yesterday I really just gave that up. But I remember just thinking, I died, like I'm dead. Like that was it. I'm dead. Like this is it. Like, but this is how it's gonna be. And it was just a really weird, very disconnected feeling. Both yesterday and today, I wondered, like, is this like what do I even remember? What do I know? Do I know anything? I think at one point today I started quoting scripture, which I think kept me grounded, I guess, a little bit, but it wasn't out of control. It was like, yeah, you actually do know stuff. Yeah. So, but yesterday, those are really the only things I remembered. Today, when I went in, I put on the mask, and it was tight. It wasn't like so tight it hurt because they're soft masks. But then it dawned on me, like, hello, yesterday when I woke up, like, I felt like my nose was just like in so much pain. It wasn't. I was just being a big baby. But I realized, like, wait, I can loosen the masks. Like, hello? I didn't even think of that yesterday. I just slapped the mask on and went to sleep. Went nighty-night. But I think that made a big difference in today. I felt way more comfortable. I was just way more comfort. Today, I think I recorded it. There was like lots of stones moving around, creating structures, creating boundaries. Ooh, boundaries. Yes, I knew I'd get it. Boundaries. I was making these walls. Like visually, I keep seeing this ad on Instagram for this game that like you've got to chop down trees and then build a wall around your fire, otherwise a polar bear will come in and eat you. Like, and that's basically what was happening. So like I know visually where I got that scene, but like it was rocks where we were talking about rocks and stuff right before I went in. So it makes sense why I guess there was rocks there too, but I really feel like the meaning and purpose behind them was boundaries. Like I've got to do a better job at establishing boundaries around myself and around my family and around my life and everything. And then as I would do that, like the boundaries would get bigger and bigger. They wouldn't go away. They would just get spread out a little bit more as I let more people in. And it felt good. Like, I think that's how it's supposed to be. Like, it's good to have healthy boundaries and stuff, but it's also great to let people in. So I think that was really deep. That was really, really good. And then, again, like all this constant movement, all this constant like, oh, and then I remember them saying, I don't know who them are, me, the other guy. I really felt like God was laying on my heart in that moment, like, you're a mason. I heard it. You're a mason. Which makes sense. Masons work with stones. Or they do masonry work. They work with bricks and stones and things like that. And that's my last name. And it was just like it's like almost like an identity. It was like, you know who you are. So that was really cool. And then I was flying along the grass, and then I shrunk down the size of the grass to the size of the grass, it was just a cool, peaceful feeling. And then I was going up to the sky. I was basically like going up backwards. I was looking down, and all these vines were growing up with me. And in that moment, I'm looking down and I see like these goblins, these blue goblins that may look scary, but they're actually scared. And I'm looking down at them and I remember thinking, my favorite color is green because of what it represents, growth. And there's green in my eyes too. So yeah, that makes sense. I like green. No idea where that came from today. And then, then I was looking down at these goblins and they were scared because they were trying to come up, I don't want to say at me, but in me. And they were being pulled down by these vines of growth. And I'm playing a game on my phone that has blue goblins or whatever, so like it makes sense like visually where I got it from, but it really to me represented like there's new stuff growing inside of me. I mean, that's what ketamine does, but also like in order for something to grow, something else has got to go. Right? If I get a bucket of sand and I want to fill it up with water, I got to take the sand out. If I'm growing tomatoes in a garden, you could say, well, you don't have to remove anything from there. But yeah, two things. One, the roots go down deep and that displaces the soil underneath. But also, it grows upwards, and that takes up space that air was at before. So whatever it is basically in life, something's got to be replaced for new things to come in. So I thought that was really, really, really good. And like, I think, yeah, now that I'm even thinking about it out loud, the blue goblins were scared because like, that's a part of me, right? Like, I've got parts of me that have been there to protect me for so long in my life. And they've done an amazing job at being the big, ugly blue goblin. They had a purpose, but it's time for a new stage of life, a new growth. And they've got to be replaced, so they're scared. They don't want to go, but bye. So that's that was really, really impactful. And then I went through space and time and whatever else, and I ended up in a room I felt like I was still spinning, but the room was solid. Like it looked familiar, but I've never seen that room ever in my life. The walls were good, the walls were solid. Like there was stuff hanging on the wall. I think there was a bed, a little like nook area or something. I don't remember exactly, but I just sat in the room. It wasn't dark, but there weren't any lights. And it was just like still. And I was like, cool, I like this. And I just felt peace. And I'm not quite sure what that kind of resembles yet. Maybe the more I talk about it, the better it will be. I kind of started coming to shortly after that. And the last 3 times as I was waking up, I felt like I was forcing it, like I was forcing myself to wake up. Like I wanted to hold on and grasp onto reality because I had a hard time letting go. Except last night, like yesterday, because I was so mad, like I was so nauseous. But today I just came out of it naturally, and it felt good. It felt really, really good. So I don't know what that room means. Maybe stability. Maybe I don't like constant movement and change, and maybe that's what it is. I need some downtime. I need some steadiness for a minute, And I just woke up with like so much love, so much like energy and positivity. And I just remember like thanking God over and over and over again. And then I wanted to hug somebody. Like, it's weird because like I miss people, but I've missed them out of like self-pity, and I've missed them out of needing a void filled. Like I'm a physical touch guy. Like I love physical touch. And I miss that. And I've definitely missed that these last couple of months. But today it wasn't like, I didn't feel like a need to hug somebody because I was missing something inside. It was because I wanted to share what I had just experienced in a way that was meaningful to me. Yeah, so that was my journey. Difference between 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2, and looking forward to 5 and 6. I think it'll be good, and I'm expecting great things from this. So thanks for coming on this journey with me.